And we are back. So we got a very, very special guest here today. This man is a viral superstar right now. His stand-up is going viral all over the internet. He just got for tour with the great Aziz Ansari. Eagle Witt is here. What's up, man?
What's up, y'all? How you guys doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling, bro. Just, trying to stay out this doggone cold out here.
You heard my off-work rant.
Yeah.
That's me right
Yeah,
now.
man. Well, it's glad to have you here, bro. We had your sister on last week. We talked to her a little bit, man, and we was talking about your stand up and everything like that. Man, I guess I'll start off with the first question, bro. So one video I wanted to talk about was your viral. I think that was the one that went big. Was the one when you was doing crowd work and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the with the people that was a two couple. I was wondering, like, in your stand up, do you usually like do crowd work, or that was just something that just like fell into it and you just start building off of it?
It happens. I mean, it's not every set, but it happens. I enjoy going off the top of the head. Keeps it fresh for me because you do the same jokes all the time and shit get boring.
Mm-hmm. And I'm starting to notice like the crowd work is starting like that's what goes viral on the internet. Like a lot when comedians do crowd work and it works, it goes viral. Like it just be off the top and people love it.
You know what's dope about it is like you don't be wanting to burn jokes really on the internet. So then the fact that people really fuck with the crowd work, you be like lit. I don't got to burn none of these jokes. I can for a special.
It help you save jokes and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't because people be asked like people will always like when you're a comedian, people always ask you like, why you don't post your jokes that much? Why you don't post your jokes online? Like you gotta save them.
Ain't that's like a thing like comedians do for real? Like they don't put a lot of their shows like on the internet, so people don't see the joke or something.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to use the joke again. People already saw it.
I think
what you about to say, Eagle?
People be thinking comedians is like machines. Like they don't realize, like, yo, this shit. It takes so much time to develop these jokes. Like they be like, why don't you just post them and then come up with some new ones and just keep doing that? It's like, bro, this shit is not an overnight joke thing, man. Like,
nah.
That's like coming out with music. Niggas just can't come out with albums back to back to back unless you like Wayne. But it don't work like that. It don't work like that.
Yeah, and then like, cause not only like you want to save your jokes, it's like you could tell a joke, but you redo it, resurface it, you could tell it a different way. Like you can rework jokes out so many times before you can put them up on, before you use them again. Like you can't be just posting videos.
You gotta give it a chill time.
Huh?
You gotta give it like a chill time. Like, all right, put that on the shelf. I gotta wait like a year before I bring that one back out.
Yeah,
damn.
I mean, sometimes I be thinking just like, damn, this shit ain't gonna last long because of the topic. Where I'm like, oh, eventually this joke just ain't gonna fit because of the topic, so I'll throw that shit away. I'll be like, all right, let me post that while it's still in the culture.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Have you ever had to deal with like a weird ass heckler or some shit in any of your shows?
Oh, dog,
I've had
to deal with a couple, bro.
Or like a really drunk white Karen.
I've definitely dealt with drunk white Karens, but the craziest situation with like a drunk white person is I had a hillbilly dude in the front of the crowd once, right towards the end of my set, just yell out, "I'm tired of all this niggerdom," and I was like,
"What?"
Like on like Chappelle Show sketch level shit. Like it was crazy.
What? That would have just put my face on stage like. Oh!
How do you go on from there? What happened? How do you keep going? From
like
that?
what happened?
yeah. What happened after that?
Was the crowd predominantly white in this situation, or was it just?
Well,
I'm hoping he got his ass whooped at the end of this.
That's the thing. Is it was like the crowd was like 70% black and like 30% white, and I was like, damn. Depending on what I say, I'm gonna cause a riot right now. Like I'm gonna cause like it's gonna be a brawl, and there were like, a couple hundred people in there. So I just like finished my set. I was like, I can't say nothing too crazy. They ain't have no security at the comedy club. I was like, it's about to be a mess in here.
Once you get over 50 people, you need security. You need security. Once you go 50, anything happen.
How is it like navigating the New York comedy scene? Because I hear like that like people tell me like you do comedy in New York, like you'll do good because it's a rough comedy scene out there. How is it for yourself, like navigating and everything?
I love it. I mean, I've done really well with it, like really, really well with it. And I mean, it's definitely the best for the art. You know what I'm saying? The best comedians come out of New York. It's the mecca. It's just so much
Oh,
stand up you
definitely.
can. You go other places, you can't get up as much. Like in New York, you get up 10 times a night if you want. Like you do whatever you want, just run around, and it's good. I mean, you can make a living here doing stand up. You ain't got to leave the city. Like it's great. You get really good, and everybody around you is really good. So the competition makes you better. You know.
Like, I've been seeing like Dean Edwards, one of them. Like I seen him one time. He'll go to like a open mic every night of the week. Like he'd be at Caroline's one night, then he'd be at New York Comedy Club, and then and most of them are like walking distance from each other. So I see that a lot. Like it's like a lot of places to go up and work your material out at. I think that's dope about New York.
Oh yeah, he be doing shows every night. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know Dean. Shout to the
well,
OG Dean.
for sure. I met him. He did a show here in Dallas, and he talked to all the improvisers at the club and stuff like that. And that was pretty dope. He really dope dude.
Really dope dude. I like Dean a
When
lot.
the
A
next
lot of wisdom.
improv, man? Snacky Chan, when the next improv show?
I don't know. It's about the end. The improv show's about the end.
Fuck! I wanted to go to one. Damn it.
They're all on weekdays. Uh,
Ah.
so our podcast is like Blerd, Black Nerd Centered. So wanted to ask you some Black Nerd questions.
Ask away. I'm
Like,
down.
For the culture.
Oh, okay. You an anime fan?
Nah, I'm not. I don't
Yeah,
know
what
no
type?
anime.
What
shit.
type of nerd? What? See, what type of nerd?
Yeah, what type
are
of nerd?
You?
Yeah,
Are
what
you
type?
A
That's the
comic
better
book
question.
Nigga, do you
Comic
fuck with
book,
games?
movies.
Damn. I don't. I could say. Would it make sense if I said I'm a comedy nerd? I feel like I know every single dog. I've watched everybody front to back. Like know all the words to everybody's jokes. Like I'm a fucking. I study it, bro.
Oh, that's me. That's cool. That's good. I
That's
mean, you
next.
nerd out about that because I was just going through the freaking archives on Paramount Plus, watching like so many freaking old stand-up Comedy Central specials.
Oh man, I be watching all that shit. Well, I
You
used
do
to.
that too.
I had to stop. I get. It got to the point where I'm like, all right, let me give this shit a break.
Okay, I do it because I went on a Joey Diaz bender. Like I was watching all his stand up and stuff like that. I started calling people cocksucker. Like I started like, I was like, let me chill, bro. Let me stop. I want to be a joke jacker like that. Nah. But who were some of your favorite comedian inspirations?
It's crazy, yo. You know what's crazy is my top five favorites, not best, just favorite. Is actually there's two people on the list that always shock people. So like the first three is very like of course. So like no order, Chappelle, Pryor, Chris Rock. But then the other two that I love
Right.
is Daniel Tosh
Oh,
and
That's my nigga.
Davis
Daniel Tosh and who else?
and D. Ray Davis. Both of them is
Yeah,
just
D.R.A. Davis.
Bruh, every time D-Ray Davis come to Shreveport, I go to his shit because that nigga be having me joked up.
he's so
And people
underrated.
don't be understanding Daniel Tosh shit
Oh yeah,
at times.
and he's finally doing.
You gotta understand he got a fucked up humor, but it's fucking funny.
Yo,
And he's
fun
finally doing shows in the South now.
word. Yo, Tosh.
I remember he had that joke about what you say.
No, I said Tosh is dope. Go ahead.
Tosh my nigga.
Oh yeah, no,
Tosh Point oh was funny as fuck too.
hell yeah. I remember he had that joke about about slavery. He's like how black people are like some of the most amazing people in the world. He was like, but the fact that we was able to pull off slavery, it's kind of neat. I was like, yo.
He's childish. You can't be mad at him.
Right.
Right. Still like,
That is so funny.
funny shit. I forgot what it was. I was watching it was another podcast and they had a comedian out. Have you ever just caught a comedian just flagrantly steal somebody else's joke?
Well, they out here. Yo. Comics is stealing jokes. I've caught it a couple times. I paid no mind. As long as it ain't my joke, I'll be like, whatever, man.
Hey Tony, cut this part. But all right, child of shit. I was just you heard about the Carlos Mencia shit?
Yeah,
Oh
of
yeah.
course.
Okay, yeah, guys, that's what I was talking about. I didn't heard that shit. Then I actually went. I didn't believe that shit at first. Then I went back and I was like, ooh, that's word for word.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, they
be
confronted him about it at the comedy store. It was
like the
hilarious.
Cosby joke that they said the nigga took word for word, and that's a
That's
fire
the one
joke.
that came back.
That's the one you was watching.
Like you took, yeah, that's what I was watching. I was like, damn,
Hmm.
Yeah,
that shit is
And then
crazy.
come to
That's like
find
when a
out,
nigga still a rap bar for bar.
and then come to find out, like he's known for doing that a lot. Like, and because he was doing
He
so,
got a history
and like because he was so famous
doing
because
this
of
shit.
Amanda Mencia, they was like nobody were really calling him out on it. Like everybody was scared to call him out on it. That shit was crazy.
yeah.
And he was taking people's shit on there and making skits out of
Hmm.
it.
Niggas
That
take
shit crazy.
careers, have careers all the time, taking other people's jokes. Sometimes they be paying people for their jokes. They be like, "Yo, I like that joke. I'll pay you for it." Like, what?
Hmm.
Damn, niggas got ghostwriters in comedy too.
Real
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah. What? Yeah, the ghostwriter. I know one dude. He gets paid. He has gotten paid for like ghostwriting for like somebody. He said he didn't. He couldn't say the comedians he did, but because he's on a contract or something like that. But he said they pay you like up to like $2,000-$3,000 for a joke.
For one joke?
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, fuck it, snacks. I'm finna be a comedian. You finna be my writer. Fuck
I
it.
don't know. It's not. I don't
No,
know. I never got that like using other people like people writing the jokes for you thing because like my jokes come from me. Like I can only act out my jokes. Like I can't tell nobody else's joke. So I
My
never
thing
got
is
that.
like,
all you gotta do is write all your fat jokes, but reverse them to skinny. We out here.
my thing is like, I'd be willing to write a joke for somebody else for 2-3 thousand. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But like, if it was like, nah, we want your joke and it's ours now for 2,000, 3,000, I wouldn't sell my shit. I'd be like, nah, it's not worth it.
Nah, yeah, nah, I ain't nah. You ain't gonna sell my gold
Right.
Not,
that I've been digging.
Not your goal.
especially because these specials, man. Them specials pay a lot of money. So it's like, one day I'm gonna be happy I had that joke because I'm gonna make way
Hmm.
more money in the back end.
Since I mean I see your stardom rising and your popularity rising. Have you had any talks about doing a special or anything like that?
Like not real talks, no meetings on it, but I'm gonna say it literally. I just said this last night to the booker of the seller. I was telling her like I don't want to do this shit for another 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years. Like I'm so, and I have the time. Like I definitely got the time, but I just keep on
Hmm.
seeing comics put out these whatever specials because they got offered the money and they like, all right, I could do it. I got the time, and the specials be whatever. And I just
Hmm.
grew up idolizing like amazing specials. I want to put out a classic. Like I want to put out some great
Right.
shit.
Right.
So I'll take my
I was
time with it.
hearing I was hearing like some comedians now they don't even use their good jokes when they do the specials. They use like they have their jokes for a
The
special. Yeah, they
standards.
use like standard jokes for the special. Like that's what I was hearing. It's like nah, you could like shoot back in the day. Them specials was the shit.
I mean, people. I think people. I don't think they mean to. Like, I don't think they trying to do a wax special, but it's just in their mind. Some people's minds just work different. When it comes time for a special, maybe they start thinking about like what's marketable, what's this, what's that,
Hmm.
what's not too offensive, and it's like I
Yeah.
don't think about that shit because the specials for the people. Like, if there's people
Yeah.
like the special, you gonna pop.
Yeah.
Industry don't
For
give
sure.
a fuck. Like,
Hmm.
I'd rather have a special that people like.
Real nigga.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. That's definitely understandable. I I don't know. It's just like I remember like going to like HBO. They have that HBO special. You know how HBO used to do them specials, stand up every night or Comedy Central. I remember like staying up late watching them doing them stand up specials, and then when I found out how much more funnier comedians are, like in a comedy club setting, when they don't have a camera on them and stuff like that, man, I was like, I went crazy, bro. I used to hit a comedy show up every week almost.
Oh man, live
My
stand
shit
up
was
is
Comedy
where
Club.
it's at.
Yeah, bro. I'm so glad like the pandemic is getting like a little bit better on that stuff because live stand up took a hit, and but like that's like the best like that's one of the best ways you could take in stand up comedy like live because like in a comedy club too, and like I'm not just talking about like the big arena shows like those are dope, but like those small comedy club shows that you could do like where you had the room packed out and you just like killing the whole crowd. Like
Oh
those are
man.
like the fun ones. Like that's the fun stuff too.
That's the one somebody will throw a chair at the stage or something.
It's like a little event of danger. I'm sure Eagle know you've done comedy at the Cellar and all over New York.
The cellar
You
got
ain't never had to square up with a nigga like mid set, have it?
nah. The cellar got great security. There's been some times though that club where that dude said that had no security and they had a man. It'd be some messy ass nights.
Mm,
People get a little too much liquor in their
yeah.
system.
So the Cellar, huge. Like that's a big like not inspiration, but like it's like a big venue for comics to do. Like you have so many comics that's been on that stage. I know we was talking to Josh Johnson. He said that's where Blerd comes to work out his material every time. Like so, how does it feels like to be on that stage, be able to perform on that stage that like a lot of greats performed on?
Ooh, shouts to Josh. That's one of my best friends. I was just with him last night.
Oh man,
It
twice on the
feels,
show.
yeah, it feels great, man. It honestly, it feels great. Like it's funny because like when I first got in there, I really felt it. Like you know what I mean? Like first couple of
Hmm.
nights on stage, I was like, damn, like this is where all these niggas came through when they were young, when nobody knew who they were. Like,
Yeah.
You had that movie moment.
yeah.
Hmm.
And then now it's like now I'm kind of more used to it, but it's still crazy, And the greats come to work shit out all the time, and you get to great comics get to watch you, and get your
Hmm.
stand up, and to get advice or a compliment from one of them niggas to just make your day. You make your year. You be like, man, so and so said.
Hell yeah.
I'm that nigga
You
now.
said what?
Hey, you like I'm that
Yo,
nigga now?
dog, for real, like that shit boosts you. Od.
Hmm. Which one? How, like, well, what famous comedians have you met through it? Like in the Cellar or just in New York? I mean, just in New York in general. You know any notable ones?
It'd be easier for me to say everybody but because I've met so many at this point. So I would say
Yeah.
everybody but Adam Sandler and Eddie Murphy
Hmm.
and Jim
Oh,
Carrey.
okay.
I didn't meet Jim Carrey either. So those three. I think outside of that, I've met everybody at this point.
That's dope. That's really dope.
What was the one celebrity like you did a set and he was like just walked over you like, hey, good shit, and you just had that like fanboy moment like,
Yeah, I can tell you.
yeah, that exact moment,
I can tell
that,
you now,
that
bro.
lean back.
Yo, no bullshit. This is how much I fanned out, bro. I tell this story too much. Like that's how much I fanned out. Like to the point I catch myself telling it all the time.
Hmm.
So, uh, Chris Rock. I get up. Keep in mind, like Chris to me is stand up. Like that nigga equals stand up. Like when I was a little kid,
Oh yeah.
it was like, oh shit, because Chris the only nigga that's like a lot of comedians, like even if they great, like Chappelle or whatever, like
Hmm.
the general public knows them from something else. So like even Chappelle,
Hmm.
people be like, oh, I
from
know
movies,
Chappelle show,
from
and then
movies and
second
shit.
comes stand up. But Chris is like truly known as a stand up. So
Hmm.
like I just
That
yeah, he
did
a stand up
movies.
where niggas is like, oh, he also did movies. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So like,
Yeah.
Right.
so I hold him in high regard. So I get off stage, and the nigga called me over. He don't talk to young comics. Like he got like a thing against it. He don't really fuck with young comics like that. He called me over, and I came over, and the nigga started giving me compliments and shit about my
Hmm.
stand up, and I'm blacking out. Like I don't even remember what he's saying, bro.
Hmm.
Mine. All I hear in my mind is like, oh my god, nigga, Chris Rock likes to stand up, and I just keep repeating it in my mind. Like that's all I'm hearing. And so he told
Yeah.
me, and I'm just gone. And I'm just like, stay cool, stay cool, stay calm. So I'm just like, oh, cool, yeah, man, thanks, man, yeah, cool, man, thank you, man, that means a lot, thank you. And the second he got done, I turned around and was like, stop, like mad, like,
Just had that geek out moment, like, oh my gosh, is freaking Chris Rock thinks I'm funny.
dog, crazy, bro,
This is
crazy,
fame, bro.
Hmm. That's hilarious. That's
yeah.
dope though, man. Cause like, I mean,
See, that's when you know you
right.
made it like in your craft when you have that moment when Lil Wayne hit my blunt and said, "Hey, this shit is nice," and then just walked away. I damn near cried a little bit. Like
Oh,
Mhm.
I used to dance in clubs and shit. Like I was like, and like they have a hype song and niggas be dancing. I was that nigga that was dancing
oh
for a
shit,
while. Yeah, that's how that. I felt cool
that'd
as
be
hell.
crazy, Wayne. That's nuts.
I was not even supposed to be there. I was 20.
Damn.
You gotta be 21 to go to the club. Great
I
time.
fuck with Wayne.
Yeah. So are you still touring, or are you just taking a break, or are you about to go back on tour?
No, I'm done. I'm done. With the Z's tour, I'm about to make a West Coast trip though. I'm about to go to LA from Wednesday through. I'm looking at the calendar right now through Monday, and then from Monday to the following Sunday, I'm in Vegas. So I'm about to be West Coast for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, man, that's dope. You should getting them moving around. Like, have you been to the West Coast before? Or, like, is that a place you like to be at, or
I've been
like
before.
what's your feel?
I'm a New York baby to the heart of it. Like I love New York so
Mm-hmm.
much. I get homesick quick. I'm very like, man, like I miss the food, I miss the culture, everything. But I mean, LA's cool, I guess. In Vegas, I always make a lot of money when I do Vegas, so it's like whatever, you know.
Vegas big. I heard Vegas is big. Like, if you could do a show down there in Vegas, stand up like that, like you make some money at down there.
Oh
Cause
yeah,
there's
yeah,
always people there.
yeah. I'm doing well. I do the Cellar in Vegas, and we do 2 shows a night for a week,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a
Oh
great
man.
situation. Like the Cellar really treats us right. Like it's all expense paid, and they give us money, and we eat. And it's good.
That's cool. I know you said you be missing home. You're a New York baby. Like, you be missing home. Like, I'm from Texas, and like, but I really like New York. Like, New York is dope. Like, I like how New Yorkers don't give a fuck, and
About
anything, bro, and they mind
anything.
their business. Like, that's the best thing ever. Like, bro, like,
Mind
you go
business.
down there, sit on the train. Yeah, nobody fucks with you.
But y'all are like really
Yeah.
nice on the inside, which is more hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That
Well,
shit
New
crazy.
York.
Yeah, I went to New York.
Damn, why my mic is low?
You said what?
No, what you say?
Oh, I was saying New York. I mean, like we get this rep for being like mean, but we just honest and straightforward, which comes off mean. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but we not
Yeah.
necessarily bad people. Like we helpful, we nice and shit, but we just I don't know. New Yorkers tell you exactly what it is. Like there's no cap in New York. Like for real, for real.
That's like, nah, that's like a good thing though, because everybody's straightforward. I remember I was at Central Park and I was vaping in the park, and like apparently you can't smoke there, and like nobody said nothing to me. If that was Texas, motherfuckers have been calling the police. Or would be like, oh, you can't, like, just all up in yours, like this. Only reason why I knew you couldn't smoke in the park was this one lady told me, she's like, hey, you can't smoke here, you idiot, and then she just walked off.
Not you idiot. Damn, that was me.
Hey, I was like, oh shit, I ain't know that. I put my vape up and just kept going by my day.
That's funny.
But yeah. Mm-hmm. You ain't planning on no southern tour coming down to the south doing comedy or anything?
Hey man, I look forward to it. I'm trying to hit everywhere, man. For real, for real. That's why I'm building that whole little
Mm-hmm.
TikTok following so I could just really be out.
Oh yeah, I feel you on that one. The TikTok is like, it's an interesting app, like, to navigate.
We do.
Like, cause like, depending on what you post, is like, well, now anything you post is gonna get some views now. But like when you just like casually on there, depending on what you post, you won't even know if it goes viral until like the next day. And like some days it have like 100 views, the next day it'd be like having like 30,000 views. I'm like, golly, it's easy to go viral on TikTok.
Yo, TikTok's algorithm is dope, man. For real, for real.
Mm-hmm. That's the way the Chinese are winning.
For real.
TikTok scares the shit out of me. It's like the Wild West. It's like MySpace over there on TikTok. You can do it. It's worse than Twitter, and Twitter toxic
Super
as
toxic.
fuck.
Yo, but with TikTok, I be worried. Here's my thing, like, cause I've never grown a following like that on social media, and my thing is like, I don't trust it, bro. Cause it's like, it's so like the Chinese people own, like China owns it, so it's like at any moment they could just be on some authoritative shit, like, yo, we taking TikTok down, it's over, and then all your followers gone, because your followers like on TikTok don't translate to Instagram, like they don't move over. So it's like at any moment they could just be like, yo, nope, we don't want TikTok no more. They get rid of that shit, and we fucked. It's like I just lost all those followers.
Yeah, I've been hearing about them. Can't like,
Trump almost did
yeah.
it.
I've been hearing about some of them like losing their accounts randomly, and they be like making like thousands of dollars off of TikTok, and then they post something and they lose their account. Like they be in a panic.
Dog, I'm telling you, bro. I be
So,
so careful when I post. I be bleeping shit out. I be blocking out the curse words in the captions because they really be like bugging over shit.
yeah.
That's the only. It's toxic as fuck, but you can get canceled really quick on
Really
TikTok.
quick.
Like that shit is weird.
Well, we getting ready to wrap things up. We're gonna want to hold you for so long. We just want to if you want to, just let everybody know where to find you, man. We appreciate you for joining us today.
Y'all can find me on social media, Eagle Witt Official. Thank you again for having me. This shit was fun, man. Y'all are cool.
I appreciate you.
We gotta have a comedian group episode one day, Snacks. We gotta find down there everybody, comedian wise, we interviewed and had them on one episode like we had Blerd Illuminati.
Oh yeah,
We
that's
definitely gotta
great.
have Josh. We gotta have you and Josh back on since y'all know each other. Just converse.
And then Eagle can get Roy Woods back. If Eagle said he'll hop in and he at the house.
Well, everybody, that was Eagle Witt. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on social media. Very funny comedian. And it's the Trap Nurse Podcast. We are out.